Hey Aries, what's going on? It's your girl D here with I was gonna say with the silent enemies reading, but that's what it is. Listen, I'm here to bring you the one for July 2021. All right, this is eighth house energy. For those of you who are familiar with the channel and have come by a few times to visit, what's up to you? Welcome back. For those of you who are new, this is eighth house energy. This is a little bit different than some of the other channels you deal with because we deal with things that have to do with the eighth house. And those things include people's hidden agendas, their hidden motives, their hidden feelings, their ulterior motives, how people really feel about you deep down, but they're not going to tell you. You know, that type of thing. We're dealing with people's money, other people's money. So any other way that you get money besides working for it, including donations, we're talking about that. You know, other people leeching onto other people for their money. Inheritance, estates, when people pass away, things that are inherited, that's included with other people's money. We're talking about taxes. We're talking about the occult sciences. We're talking about psychic abilities, death, rebirth, in every sense of the word, death and rebirth. We're also talking about, I said psychic abilities, right? The occult sciences, things that are not widely known by the masses, okay? I use a lot of astrology in my readings, so if that's something that you're not comfortable with, you may want to check out another channel. But what we're going to do is talk about the silent enemies reading. So this reading is basically geared to get you to pay attention to your intuitive nudges. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And before we came down here, there were rules and regulations as far as the lessons that we had to learn and the things we had to experience. We were not able to experience those things in the 3D realm without a body. But in order for us to keep in contact with our universal headquarters, so to speak, one of the things that we use to do that is our intuition. Our intuition is like a superpower that we have as human beings here to help us to determine, okay, something is not right. Even though I can't touch it and I can't see it, I know something is up. Your gut, right? Your intuition. So the lessons that we had to learn as human beings, how do we learn those lessons? How do we get those lessons learned? Well, we don't get them learned by strangers because we're going to be closed off to strangers. We don't know these people. So how are we going to actually learn what we're supposed to learn? Well, the universe says, aha, this is how we do it. I'm going to assign these people to you, and in the 3D realm, they're going to manifest as your friends, your family members, your lovers, your best friends, your business partners, your neighbor, your kid's teacher, people who are in your energy on a regular basis that you have to deal with, people that you have some type of rapport with. This is where your lessons come from. So, a lot of people will say, oh, this is a negative type of reading talking about silent enemies. But if you understand universal law and you understand why you're here, you understand that there's lessons you have to learn, and you understand why you have to learn these lessons and how you have to learn these lessons, okay? So with that being said, your intuition is like a little radar that goes off when you need to pay attention to what's going on around you and the people closest to you. Some of us ignore those intuitions because, it's just my mom, but your vibe's going off about her. Oh, no, it's just that's my boyfriend, or that's my husband, or that's my wife, or that's my child, or that's my best friend. Yeah, but your intuition is going off about these people, and it's constantly going off. So you need to investigate that intuitive nudge, right? And if you don't, the worst case scenario could be is that you're dealing with someone who's secretly envious of you, jealous of you. It don't matter because they related to you or not. It don't matter. Many people sleep with the enemy. Many people sleep with the enemy, get up, walk, break bread with them all day, right? So we have to pay attention to our intuition so that we understand as spiritual beings, if we're trying to ascend, we need to understand why we keep experiencing what we're experiencing. And part of it is because we're not paying attention to our intuition. So with that being said, I'm going to put 3 cards out. I'm going to talk to you about what I get intuitively. If it resonates, cool. Do something about it by investigating the intuitive nudge that you've been getting. If it doesn't resonate, it's not your reading. Don't try to make it fit. Okay? If you want something personal based on your energy, reach out to me. My information's in the box below. We have the hangman has been coming out for a few people, a few signs. I think it was maybe 3 or 4 signs, but that's the hangman in reverse. That's Neptune retrograde. We are in Neptune right now. Okay? Actually, I'm sorry, we're in the midst of Neptune retrograde right now. Neptune is going to be in retrograde until November 30th, but it's going to go 2 weeks after that with the post-shadow period, because every planet that comes out of retrograde, before it goes in, there's a pre-shadow period. Like right now, we're in the pre-shadow period of Uranus going into retrograde. Uranus goes into retrograde on the 18th, I believe it is. So it's the Monday after next. I'm recording this on the 5th of July. Or does it go in August? I think it goes on in August. I'm sorry, it goes in retrograde in August. But so yeah, we're not in the pre-retrograde stages of that. But at any rate, we're in Neptune retrograde right now. It goes direct December 30th, and it will be a post-shadow period of approximately 2 weeks. So it'll be like the week before Thanksgiving, before we're out of those energies or out of these energies. Neptune is the planet of illusions. It's the planet of glamorizing. It's the planet of the creative imagination. All right, psychic abilities, compassion. When it's in reverse, it has to do with taking the rose-colored glasses off and seeing that the illusions that you've painted for yourself or that people have painted to make you feel or look at them a certain way, those illusions drop. You see people for who they are. You even see yourself for who you are. And for a lot of people, it's very difficult to handle. Neptune retrograde deals with self-pity. It deals with escapism as well. It deals with, toxicity, poisons, specifically alcohol, drugs, things like that, overdoses, addictions. People will tend to drown their misery and their sorrow based on not being, seeing things for what they really are and having a hard time coping. A lot of people will drown their misery and sorrow in drugs and alcohol. And so we're going to be seeing a lot of that as we go on. People think Mercury retrograde is a beast. No. Neptune retrograde is a beast. And we're seeing that. Look at look at how people are responding and acting. If you look at the news, there are crime sprees everywhere. People are just going bonkers. Okay? Because they're having a difficult time coping with what's going on top of the other planets that are currently in retrograde. Pluto, okay? Saturn, okay? Pluto, Saturn, we just came out of Mercury. And Uranus is about to go in retrograde next month. So Jupiter's in retrograde as well right now. Now, Jupiter and Neptune are in the house of Pisces. Pisces deals with cycles coming to an end because, everything is born in Aries, as far as Aries being the baby. So there's a cycle that things go through, a life cycle. And the life cycle ends a lot of times most times it ends in Pisces, okay? So Pisces deals with transformation in all sorts of ways, okay? So it also deals with prisons, various forms of incarceration or separating yourself from the public, where it could be you're in a monastery because you're a nun. It could be, you going to prison, getting locked up, because, Pisces deals with criminology as well. Okay, so people getting caught out there for crimes that they've done, that's going to be being seen. Whatever people were doing behind your back, it's going to be seen, because Pisces rules silent enemies or hidden enemies. And so with Neptune in retrograde, with the rose-colored glasses off, people are going to be seeing you for who you are. Okay, because I'm talking to negative Pisces as well as positive Pisces. I'm sorry, not negative Pisces, a positive. I'm talking to negative Aries as well as positive Pisces, Aries. Some of you could be, I keep stumbling over these words because some of you could be Pisces, Aries cuspers, okay? So when we have Neptune in retrograde, we're talking to the positive Aries and the negative Aries. Now, the negative Aries, you're going to get caught for whatever it was you was doing. Whatever you was hiding or concealing or doing dirty to people, whether you were doing crime, whether you were trying to take advantage of someone or putting someone in a situation of lack or despair, people are going to see you for who you are. And the reason is because Neptune retrograde makes us more intuitive. So your intuition is going to be like, wait a minute, something ain't right, when normally it would not be as potent. So, everybody's intuition is going to be heightened and sensitive about what's going on around them and the people around them. So this is how people's motives are going to be revealed with the rose-colored glasses coming off. So for the negative Aries, whatever you're doing is coming out to light. It's going to come to light in some way, shape, or another. If you're the positive Aries, whatever's been going on around you that's been suspect or that maybe you didn't see, as far as people deceiving you, you're going to be able to sense that something's up with this person. And even if you are an Aries who's been, putting up illusions about things that you don't want to accept. You know, it could be something simple as you got a partner that's cheating on you, that's out there doing whatever, and you choose to ignore it. Well, what's going to happen is it's going to, the universe is going to present you with situations where you have no choice but to see what this person is doing. And then at that point, you're going to have to make a decision as to what you're going to do. And keep in mind, Pisces also deals with karma. So we're all going to be getting our karma right now. Whatever information or whatever energy you put out, it's going to be coming back to you. So if you've been a positive Aries and you've been a decent person, you're going to get your positive karma. If you've been the opposite, then you're going to get the opposite. So we're going to see a lot of people either doing really well or some people just, really doing bad. And that'll let you know what kind of, energies they've been involved in. Okay, so that's what we got with this Neptune retrograde energy. It's a major arcana, so pay attention to your intuition, because we know major arcanas impact us in a major way. Like, they have a major effect on your life. Okay, so it's very important that you pay attention to anything suspect that you see in reference to the people around you. Like, okay, this was my friend for 10 years, but all of a sudden I see, she's been saying certain things or he's been doing certain things, and now that I look back at it, he's always been this way, always doing things. And then there's something that, there's a catalyst that comes about, and it makes you say, you know what, okay, yeah, I need to ease back from this person. So that type of energy is going on. We have the Queen of Pentacle energy in reverse. Be careful of people coming around trying to use you, take advantage of you, get into your pockets, use you for your physical energy, because pentacles represent physicality as well as financial stature. Okay, so be careful of people taking advantage of you and using you. Sometimes when the Queen of Pentacle is in reverse, this is Capricorn energy. When she's in reverse, sometimes, depending on the cards that are around her, it basically is like she's being used. She's being taken advantage of. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, she could represent somebody who's been used. She represents an energy of someone when she's upright, very loving, very kind, very nurturing. This is the type of energy that would say, hey, you don't have a place to rest your head? I got you. Hey, you don't have any food to eat? I got you. Hey, you need a place to stay till your apartment is ready? I got you. This is someone who's very giving, very kind, very nurturing. And when this person gives, they give wholeheartedly. And they give whatever they have. This is somebody who, in the energy of the pentacle, whether it's the king or the queen, this is someone who's a loving parent, a loving partner, but also somebody who brings home the dough, right? So when this energy is in reverse, we're talking about the queen energy. The queens represent your emotions and your feelings. But when this energy is in reverse, someone's feeling used, taken advantage of. This could also be someone who's very jealous and greedy. This could also be health issues as well. So for some of you, you do need to be careful of people coming around you, trying to take advantage of you, trying to drain you of your resources, whether it's, using you for something, or always needing something, or always trying to see what you have so they could try to, take it or what have you. Don't let people take advantage of you. You're going to start seeing the people around you for who they are, especially with this Neptune energy, and you're going to start seeing that people were using you, or they were attempting to use you. Now, if you're the negative Aries, then people are going to see that you were using them, and their attitude and actions may change towards you. It could be, drastic. You never know, depending on how this person feels. And so that's what I'm getting for some of you. Some of you may have a boss who is really nasty and mean. Someone who's very confrontational. Someone who is who looks at their employees like you should stay in your place. I'm better than you. Somebody feels this in their heart. It could be a man or a woman, but they feel this in their heart about their employees or the people that they work with. They feel that they're better than them. They feel that they're superior to them. For some of you, it could be, discrimination in various areas of forms, because the pentacle energy could represent that in reverse. Someone looking down on someone looking at someone as if they don't have value that you have, or you're looking down on someone to say that they don't have value that you have. And speaking of value, we have the Nine of Pentacles as well, the third card here, in reverse. So that talks about value and self-worth. is something valuable, is something worthy. Be careful of people who try to treat you as if you're beneath them, or if you're someone who was treating this person this way or people this way, it's going to be revealed. Whether it was a covert situation, it will come to light. So there's going to be a lot of, taking off the rose-colored glasses for the Aries community. Now, this Nine of Pentacles is also talk about health. Remember I said with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this could be someone who's having some health issues. The Nine of Pentacles also could represent health issues. You guys need to be sure that you're taking care of yourself. I see drug use for some people, okay? Drug abuse, drug addictions. Be careful with that, because if that's something that you were hiding, that may be revealed eventually, that you are, fighting some type of addiction. Some of you could be dealing with someone who is married and may be coming off as if they're single. Especially with this Queen of Pentacle energy in reverse and the Nine of Pentacle in reverse. Now, these could be separate issues, but they could all be intertwined as well. But there's somebody who you're dealing with who may be married and they cheat. This is another energy with the Queen of Pentacle in reverse energy, or the King of Pentacle, don't matter. But this is somebody who cheats, okay, when they're in reverse. So be careful of dealing with someone who may not be telling you the full story behind their relationship with their past lover. There could be somebody who, with the Nine of Pentacles reverse, somebody who's pretending to be single, but they're really not. But this could also be somebody looking down at you, looking at you as if you're not worth the time, energy, and effort, and they just want to take from you, and that's that. Some of you are going to see that. You're going to realize that somebody around you, your friends, your family, somebody that's in your energy looks down on you. And if you're doing this to somebody, it's gonna be revealed. So, unfortunately, karma is what we're all dealing with, like I was saying earlier. So, with karma, you don't know how people are going to respond or going to react. What I would recommend to you all, I mean, it's easier said than done, because I know your fire energy, your Mars. I'm the feminine side of Mars. I'm Scorpio. I got a lot of Scorpio in my placement, so I understand what it feels like to be betrayed. Be betrayed and deceived and found out about it, and this person is still, walking around like you can't see them. Like, that's the type of energy that would take you from 0 to 100. But please keep in mind with your fire energy, because you're fire, so you have to express it. See, I'm the feminine side of Mars. I may know what's going on and I might be frustrated, but I'll hold it in until I can figure out a way to deal with you. Aries, on the other hand, they see something and they find out about it. You guys are fire. You got to let it out. So you got to explode on somebody, or you got to let somebody know what it is. So what I would recommend is you tap into your feminine side of Mars and just be like, all right, I see you. So I'm going to figure out how to handle you where I'm not getting my hands dirty and I'm getting you out of my world so I don't have to deal with you. And I'm not going to jail for you. I'm not getting in any trouble for you. I'm just going to stop dealing with you. So I would recommend that if your vibe is telling you that somebody is playing you, that you, just proceed with caution, because you don't want to get instant negative karma by dealing with this person. One thing that I learned is that no matter what someone does to you, if you just let it go, the universe will take care of them. It sounds silly to some, but as you start ascending and you start looking at things from more of a universal perspective and not a 3D perspective, you will understand how the universe works. You have to allow the universe to serve karma to this person. And by you saying, you know what, I see what you did. All right, well, I'm not dealing with you anymore. That's going to be what I'm going to do for you. You can't come around anymore. You don't got the keys to this anymore, figuratively or, metaphorically or what have you. We're done. And let them go about their business, and karma will take care of it. If you take care of it and you deal with them, then the universe says, okay, you dealt them karma, so I don't have to do anything. And 9 times out of 10, if you give them the karma the way you want to, you could end up getting negative karma yourself. So you want to avoid, or you were already disrespected by this person. This is the negative. This is the positive Aries I'm talking to. You were already disrespected by this person. That was already negative energy. You don't want to incur more negative energy by doing dirt to this person. And now you got to deal with karma because you weren't in a place where you said, you know what, I'm going to let the universe handle you. I'm just going to cut you off. So be careful. Don't put yourself in jeopardy, whatever you worked hard for, your relationships, your lifestyle, because you have people around you who are deceitful. Deal with them by cutting them short and moving on. Some of you you may dealing with people who have money issues. I talked about people using you, but I do feel like for some of you, you got people coming around you who they're having difficulties with money, and you're going to see that. And you're going to see that they may have been trying to take from you, without just saying, hey, I need help, and that don't make sense to me why people do that. But, your friends or your family, then just come to me and ask me, I'll do what I can for you. You know what I'm saying? But these are people who are friends or family, so-called, but instead of them asking for help, they will just try to take from you. And those are the type of people that don't deserve your energy at all. They don't deserve to get you riled up or none of that. Don't let them see you sweat is what I like to say. Be cool, calm, and collective, and just cut them off. If you need to go to the if you need to go to the gym afterwards and get all that out, if you need to go to the punching bag and get all that out, or go to the shooting range and get all out, then find a way to get it out. But don't let this person see that they got to you. You know what I'm saying? Because for some of you, they're doing it intentionally because they think that you. For some of you, this person thinks they're better than you. Some of you could be dealing with a man who's married who thinks that, you're supposed to just be there for him to wipe his self on whenever he wants to. Excuse my language, but this is how this person is looking at you. It could be the same thing. There's a woman who could be married and she's not happy in her relationship, and you may find out about it, or, and then you just find out that she's just using you. It could be for sex. It could be for money. It could be a combination of both. So the Aries, that's what I got for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the extended. I'm going to pull like 4 cards for each of these to see what other specific messages Spirit has for you. So if this resonated in any way, the link to the extended is in the box below. Feel free to join. If it didn't resonate, don't worry about it. Don't try to make this fit. Check your other placements. If you look at the screen, you'll probably see that there's 4 different types of readings that are offered for Aries. So take a look at one of those. Maybe the style of reading is not for you. Okay, but leave a comment if this resonated. Make sure you click the like button if it resonated. If you're not subscribed and you would like to check out more of the channel and you want me to pick up more of your energy, then subscribe to the channel, because I'm picking up the collective of the 8th house community. All right, so with that being said, I'm headed to the extended. Hopefully you'll join. If not, Aries, I'll see you in the next reading. Take care of yourself.